All right. Thank you to everyone for your participation there. It's nice to see names from all over the district popping up in the chat. Welcome to the 2025-2026 school year. My name is Rigo Palacios, and I am from the Office of Family Engagement. Our office is here to provide resources and workshop opportunities throughout the school year with the goal of providing you the information that you need to best support your children during the school year. This evening, I'm joined by Esme Bautista, our Director of Communications, and Serena Quejera, Manager of Communications. All of us are excited to start the new school year, and we're glad that you and your family are joining San Jose Unified School District. In this orientation, we will be providing a high-level overview of some key points that we hope you find informative as we get started this year, whether you're a first-time San Jose Unified parent or returning to San Jose Unified. Some of the information is intentionally left general so that it applies to all students and all schools. But throughout the presentation, you are welcome to add your questions in the chat, and we will try to answer those that we can. For very specific questions about a school site, it's recommended to contact the school directly, as we may not be able to provide the answer here. Another quick note, if you encounter any audio or video issues throughout the presentation and they don't resolve themselves after a couple minutes, I suggest logging off, joining the webinar again. That typically resolves the problem. However, we are recording this event, so if you miss anything at all, you can catch it in the recording when we share it in the next few days. So let's go ahead and begin. In San Jose Unified School District, we have a vision that guides the work that we do. And that vision is that of preparing today's students to be the thinkers, leaders, and creators of tomorrow. So the daily work that we do collectively from the classrooms to the district office is focused on ensuring that we are doing our best in our current roles to help prepare students for the next step in their educational and professional careers. San Jose Unified also has in place a strategic plan with 5 initiatives to help us achieve our vision. The Office of Family Engagement's work is focused on the initiative of a unified community. We believe that working together with you, parents and families, and providing resources to support and empower you, will help elevate opportunities for your children across all of our schools. The key points that we will be reviewing today are preparing how to help your child prepare for the upcoming school year, introduce you to our academic programs and academic supports, again at a general level, review expectations, in particular attendance and behavior, share resources for students and for families, share opportunities for getting involved, and point out key district information to review and look out for. And before I continue, I see a couple of comments in the chat about not being able to hear. Can I get a couple of responses there if you can hear me? I want to make sure that our audio is working properly.
Audio is working properly, Rigo. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Esme, for that that feedback. I wanted to make sure that our parents can hear us as well. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much for your input. So preparing for the school year. Most schools have already sent out beginning of the year information. If you haven't already received a back to school communication from your school, you should be receiving it very, very soon. The communication is generally a welcome back message with information about procedures for the return to school, such as the school bell schedule, pick up and drop off procedures for students, school uniforms, upcoming special events, and more. From San Jose Unified, you should have received communication in the last couple of weeks regarding the annual online registration process through the parent portal, where families are asked to review and or update their household and emergency contact information. It's a good idea to begin talking to your children about the upcoming school year to help them build a positive outlook and to help reduce any nervousness or any anxiety they may be feeling. Reassure them that everything will be okay, but also provide them an opportunity to express any worries or concerns they may have and help them problem solve how they might resolve those at school on their own or how to get assistance, such as by informing their teacher or school staff. If you think your child will have a significantly difficult time, you can reach out to your school ahead of time to let them know. But please know that teachers and staff will be prepared to support students with first day of school jitters. Many times as parents, I'm a former San Jose Unified parent and currently have two now children in school. We may worry about how our students are going to adapt, especially the first time in a new school or in school for the first time. But they typically end up managing very well with the transition most of the time. Again, school staff will be available to support students as needed. With school just a couple days away, it is also recommended that children begin to establish or reestablish the school routines, which may include a regular bedtime that allows them to get the proper amount of rest, preparing their school items such as their school uniforms or their snack or their backpack the night before so they have everything they need and so they have less to prepare in the morning. They should also wake up early enough to allow enough time to have a nutritious breakfast, do everything they need to do before leaving to school for the day. To set them up for the year, you can also set goals with your child for the upcoming year to help motivate them work towards something such as grades. Maybe they're looking to achieve a particular GPA or master a particular subject that they're going to be seeing for the first time. Perhaps they're looking to make new friends or join an extracurricular activity such as a club or a sport. So those are good ways to give them something to look forward to during the course of the year. If your school offers a back to school event, an orientation, or something similar, attending this will also help your child begin to become familiar with their new environment, with the staff, reconnect or connect with new classmates. And that goes a long way. A familiar face on the first day of school can be a big confidence booster for a child. So now we'll take a look at the instructional programs. And again, we'll do this on a very general level. Across all grades in TK through 12th, students will receive the core academics, which are reading, writing, math, science, social science, and physical education. If your students are entering middle or high school, they will have opportunities for electives and additional specialized courses such as art or music, technology classes, and perhaps honors and advanced placement classes, which will occur in high school. Electives and special courses will vary by school site, so contact your middle or high school to find out more about the electives offered and the process for adding those to your child's schedule. If your child is in school for the first time or new to the country and they are an English learner, which means that they are acquiring English as a second language, they will need to be assessed for language to ensure that we provide the proper supports. If they enrolled in our school district during the last spring or early in the summer, they may have already been assessed sometime during the last few weeks. If you enrolled more recently, students will then take a language assessment at school within the first 30 days of their enrollment. But regardless of when they test, if they have limited English knowledge and the language assessment confirms this, then your student will be provided structured language support daily to help them learn and acquire English. They continue receiving this support until they demonstrate grade level proficiency in the language domains of reading, writing, listening, and speaking. On average, achieving proficiency may take 5 to 7 years. If your child is an English learner and you would like more information, contact your child's school to find out more about the language development support they will receive. Our office will also be providing a webinar in September focused on English learners and their journey in our school system. If your child struggles academically, they will be provided extra help to get them back on track. This may be additional help during school hours, where a teacher may work with the student in a small group or one-on-one during class, or it may occur before or after school. If your child has previous schooling experience and there were any academic struggles for them, this is good information to share with their teachers the first days of school so the teacher can monitor this. It's important to maintain communication open with teachers to best support your children. Attending parent-teacher conferences and staying in contact with them throughout the year allows discussions to occur more easily as soon as you or the teacher notice learning difficulties that need to be addressed. If your child has a current individualized education plan or IEP or a 504 plan, you should provide the school and district a copy so that services or accommodations can be provided as included in the IEP or the 504. If you do not have a current IEP or 504 plan, but you suspect that your child may have a disability that impedes their learning, We ask that you inform your child's teacher so they can monitor their progress and work with other school staff to provide additional academic interventions. You can also request an evaluation for special education services, and the school or district staff will consider your request to determine possible eligibility for additional services. Additional information about the special education process can be found on the San Jose Unified School District website. Moving on to our expectations, and we'll begin with attendance. Daily on-time attendance is required in San Jose Unified. California education law requires everyone between the ages of 6 and 18 years of age to attend school, except for students who have graduated from high school or who have completed a high school equivalency and have permission. However, we know that absences will occur for a variety of reasons, and in those cases, communication is very important. If your child misses a school day or school days for any reason, or if they are late more than 30 minutes on a given day, you must notify the school so that they can document the reason for absence or tardy. You can always notify the school in advance if you know the student will be missing an upcoming school day or if you know they will be over 30 minutes late. If you forget to notify the school, the absence of tardy will be considered unexcused, but you do have up to 5 days after the absence or the tardy to notify the school of the reason. After 5 days, the absence may remain unexcused. As a district, San Jose Unified, we are obligated to educate students to the best of our ability. To do that, we do need students to attend school regularly and on time as much as possible. Good attendance is linked to numerous positive outcomes. Studies have shown that students who attend school regularly are more likely to perform better academically. Being in school, they can access the learning consistently and can receive additional help when needed as well. When in school consistently, students can also develop better positive relationships with peers and with their school staff. In the long term, graduation rates are higher when those students reach 12th grade. The opposite occurs when a student begins to miss school time, especially if they're missing a lot of time. Academic performance may suffer because students are constantly working to catch up on missed instruction. Students who miss school regularly may also have difficulty establishing positive peer relationships and or can develop stress or anxiety due to the numerous challenges they are now facing. In addition, students who accumulate 3 or more unexcused absences or tardies of more than 30 minutes are considered truant, which can lead to additional consequences if the negative attendance pattern is not corrected. If you begin to have concerns about your child's attendance, contact the school office and they will find ways to support you. A webinar focused on attendance, truancy, and chronic absenteeism will be offered later this fall. San Jose Unified and our schools have high expectations for student behavior. Schools use a system of positive behavior and intervention supports, also known as PBIS, to teach and support positive decision making. The expectations are typically focused on safety for themselves and for others, respect for themselves and for others, and responsibility towards themselves and for others to ensure that schools are a safe, welcoming, and positive environment for everyone. Schools will take time at the beginning of the year to teach the expectations and continue to reteach and reinforce them throughout the year. They will also reward and recognize positive behavior in a variety of ways. We know that our students are still young, they're still learning, and still developing decision-making skills. So they are provided a supportive environment if they make a negative choice. However, there are consequences in place for students in the event of significant or repeated negative behavior, such as violations of safety, gross disrespect, or any illegal behavior. We encourage you to speak to your children about adhering to the behavior expectations of their school, reviewing the San Jose Unified School District Handbook with them, and contacting your school if you have any questions or concerns. So now we'll take a look at a few resources available to support our students in a variety of areas. As stated earlier, academic support will be offered for students when teachers notice they are having a difficult time with academics. But academic challenges may also be noticeable at home. If students are struggling with homework at home or they mention to you about their difficulties with academics in school and you know that support has not been offered, You can contact the school and request that help or additional help be provided, or perhaps request a meeting to discuss how you might be able to request any additional help for your child. If school staff notice that your child is having difficulty with school behavior, making friends, stress, or anxiety, they may be referred to work with a school counselor. At minimum, schools will have a part-time counselor to support students. In some cases, the school counselor may refer you to a counselor from one of our partner agencies to provide additional support. Counselors can work with students on developing social skills or strategies to help with any challenging situations they may be facing. As a parent, you can also request counseling for your child if you believe they need extra help with social emotional support. One resource available for parents and families comes from a partnership with parentguidance.org. The services include on-demand web courses that you can take at your pace and webinars on a variety of mental wellness topics such as managing screen time, social media, anxiety, and depression, just to name a few. You can visit parentguidance.org for more information if you are interested into looking more into these opportunities today. We will also share information about their services throughout the school year. All San Jose Unified students are provided one complimentary breakfast and lunch every school day. Because of this, many families no longer or choose to no longer complete the student nutrition qualification forms. However, students from families who fall within certain income levels may qualify for priority in certain San Jose Unified programs, such as extended learning opportunities, which occur after school daily, reduced application fees, as well as additional benefits from outside agencies such as California Sunbucks. In order to become or remain eligible, the household income form and lunch application must be completed annually. You can complete the application online or pick up a copy in person from your child's school or from the main district office. If you would like to request transportation for your child to and from school, you must complete an application annually as well. Elementary students who live more than 1.5 miles from their school, or middle and high school students who live more than 3.5 miles from their school, may be eligible. You can visit the San Jose Unified School District website and search transportation for more information and to determine your eligibility. Schools have a daily licensed health technician who is available to support students with immediate medical needs while at school. School nurses are also available to support and will be assigned to schools on a rotating schedule. If your child has a medical health need beyond what can be supported by the health staff, they may help you by providing a recommendation for a dental or vision screening or inform you to visit a pediatrician for additional medical attention. If your child requires medication to be taken throughout the school year or at any point during the year, contact the health staff at your school to find out more about the process for storing and managing those medications while at school. We'd like to share a few resources available for parents to support you with communication and a variety of other topics. We'll start with Parent Square. Parent Square is our district-wide communication platform utilized for announcements and updates from schools and from San Jose Unified School District. Families will receive an invitation by email and or text to join our Parent Square community upon registration. Once you have verified your contact information, your account is active, and you will then be ready to begin using Parent Square. If you download the app, you can manage user preferences such as the language for receiving messages and whether you want to receive notifications from the school or district instantly or as a summary, which they call a digest, once per day. The San Jose Unified School District website and school websites feature a parent resources menu, and in that menu, you'll find information about Parent Square, such as troubleshooting, and then also how to download the app and more. Second, I'll share a little bit about the parent portal. This is a district-wide application that parents can use to view attendance for students in grades 1st through 12 and grades for students in grades 6 through 12, which can be helpful with discussing attendance or discussing academic progress at home. In the months of July, or in the month of July, in the months of July and August, the parent portal is where families will be completing their annual online registration, where they will review information, emergency contacts, and make updates to those as needed. Report cards will also now be available for students in the parent portal for secondary students, so middle and high school. And accessing instructions for the parent portal can be found, as with many of our other topics so far, on the school website. So visit the school website, search for parent portal, and you can find information about how to set up your account, reestablish your username or password, and tips for troubleshooting the app as well. Canvas is a learning management system, which many middle and high school teachers primarily will use to communicate assignments to students. Some assignments and assessments may also be submitted and completed via this platform. Teachers in secondary schools, middle and high, will also upload their course syllabus in Canvas so that students can always refer to the class expectations, the grading policies, and more. For parents, the nice thing is that they can set up, or you as the parent can set up an observer account in Canvas so that you can see assignment activity, assignment information, and completion, which may help with conversations with students at home about academics. Teachers will provide more information to students at the start of the year about Canvas. And our final point on this slide, after school programs, we have extended learning opportunities programs available at most of our schools. These are after school programs that provide eligible students in grades TK through 6 with after school care, homework assistance, and enrichment opportunities. If the enrolled student, if the district student is an English learner, a foster youth, or a student, a family participating in the McKinney-Vento program, or receives free or reduced meals, parents will receive an invitation to confirm or decline their child's participation in the Extended Learning Opportunities program for the school year. The programs operate on the same calendar as the academic school year. Sometimes opportunities will also be available during the summer. In addition to ELOP, there are other programs available in many of our schools run by various organizations referred to as After School Education and Safety, or ACES programs. These are open to all students from TK to grade 8, but enrollment is dependent on program and space. Some schools may also partner with other organizations to provide after-school enrichment opportunities, which may be on a shorter-term basis, maybe 4 to 6 weeks. So contact your school to inquire about any potential enrichment opportunities available. To support our families, all schools have a staff member to either help with interpretation or access interpretation services in multiple languages. At 26 of our schools, we have family liaisons to help parents communicate and engage with teachers and staff. They can provide Spanish interpretation and can help you find a community agency or resource to fulfill a need you or your family may have. Schools and the Office of Family Engagement will offer workshops throughout the year for parents and guardians, both in person and via webinar. Some of the offerings we will offer centrally are English as a second language classes for adults, parenting classes, and webinars on academic and social emotional wellness topics. Keep an eye out for flyers and on Parent Square communications throughout the year. We also have a community resource list, which includes resources for housing, food, immigration, and more, available to help you find agencies that are local to help fulfill a need for you or for your family. The list can be found on the San Jose Unified School District website by searching for Community Resource List. There are numerous opportunities and ways to get involved with your child's education in San Jose Unified. Each school has parent committees in place where families can choose to attend to receive updates, or you can nominate yourself for a committee to participate more fully and help make decisions on program offerings, funding, and student supports. Similar committee opportunities exist at the district level. If this is of interest to you, we encourage you to inquire about these opportunities at your school to learn more about how you can become involved. And at schools where there are currently vacancies coming for this fall semester, schools will begin communicating what those vacancies are so that you can learn more about them and make a decision to become involved with those. If you'd like to participate more directly with your child's teacher or at the school, San Jose Unified School District welcomes volunteers. Contact your child's teacher or school to find out what volunteer opportunities might be available. Then you can complete the volunteer process to apply. Requirements include the application, principal approval, a TB test, and fingerprinting. More information can be found, you guessed it, on our district website by searching volunteer. So over the last few slides, you've heard me refer to our website multiple times. And the district website is the resource hub where you can find a wealth of information about many of our programs and our services. There are quick links to commonly referenced pages such as breakfast and lunch menus, the district calendar, and a list of links to websites for all schools in the district. The website also includes a very efficient search feature, which can help you easily find what you are looking for. So we encourage you to explore it and utilize it as a reference. The website is available in 3 languages besides English. If you have additional questions or cannot find the information you need, we ask that you first contact your child's school so that way they can support you with the specific need and they can usually provide you the information needed. However, when necessary, you can contact our San Jose Unified School District main offices at 408-535-6000 and we will gladly help. The San Jose Unified School District Handbook is updated annually and is an extensive guide to district policies, expectations, and student and parent rights. Graduation requirements, technology use policies, attendance and behavior expectations, and discipline are just some of the topics that you can read about in depth in the handbook. The handbook also outlines the district's complaint procedures and other valuable information. The handbook for 2025-2026 is available to view or download on the San Jose Unified website. A link to the handbook was also included in the annual online registration information sent to families in July. And we do encourage you to become familiar with it and review the portions of interest with your students. San Jose Unified School District's Protocol Response Guide was developed to provide an overview of district safety planning and preparation, as well as our response to emergency situations. It describes how the foundation for safety is established through building a positive school climate and providing support to students, and provides detail regarding staff and student training for emergency procedures. The guide includes important information about school safety and emergency action plans, what communications parents can expect in the event of emergency, what parents should do in the event of an emergency, and terminology to become familiar with to ensure a common understanding. You can find the guide on the district website by searching for safety. One way to stay informed about ongoing events and updates from San Jose Unified is by reading our monthly newsletter. There's a lot of communication for families coming from schools and the district office over the course of the school year. And in an effort not to flood your inbox or phone messages too frequently, the newsletter will be your source for district-wide updates and information. Each newsletter includes a message from our superintendent, safety news, family resources, and highlights from across San Jose Unified. The newsletter is sent at the end of each month via Parent Square, so keep an eye out for that. The first newsletter of the upcoming school year will be available in August. Each school will also send out its own newsletter, and those may come out on a monthly basis, or those might be sent out more frequently, so also keep an eye out for that. A lot of communication coming your way. So here again are the key points that we covered this evening. Again, we I hope that the information, while somewhat general, provides an overview of what to expect, especially if you're new coming in to San Jose Unified. And again, we are recording the webinar and we'll share it as soon as possible so that you can reference it later on. We want to thank you for joining us this evening. The webinar again is recorded. We'll post it on the family engagement page of our website soon, and we may perhaps also share it out through Parent Square to make sure that everybody receives it. For questions regarding your child and their individual school site, we again invite you to contact the school directly to obtain the speediest and most specific response. But if you do have general questions about San Jose Unified, you can contact us at the email on your screen, and we will do our best to get back to you as soon as we can there with our responses, or point you in the direction of where you can receive the best response. We wish you and your child a wonderful school year. We look forward to seeing you at our upcoming events. Look for the flyers coming out from our through Parent Square for upcoming events that we have in the month of August. And August, September, and October will be quite busy with family engagement events. So we do look forward to having you participate in those. We're going to take a few moments to review the chat. We'll post some responses in there. Again, in the interest of time, we may not get to them all, but we're happy to take a look at a few and try to get you some responses there. Thank you again for joining us, and have a great school year.